cosmic soldier. Give me space and I'm in a good place. Very serious, mysterious, mind makes right. In for the fight. Starlight out on starlight out on starlight out on cosmic soldier. Give me space and I'm in a good place. Very serious, mysterious, mind makes right. In for the fight. Starlight out on starlight out on
Good morning, everyone. And Chuck can get over it. All right, Chuck can get over it. You heard 10th Man on Dusty's stream last night. I'm not gay. So there's a victory there, which is awesome. Speaking of Chuck, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna send him the link for the StreamYard just in case he wants to join. Yeah, no, today I can't really open my Twitter, so I can't talk about the silver market until I can get my Twitter login information, because that's where I'm watching all the people that talk about stocks on there, and that's where I'm getting my news, and it seems fairly accurate. I'm drinking some coffee as well, kind of awesome. Eloine, D, and whoever else is in La La Land. Oh, I might think of some goals on the spot. I haven't really thought about it. Today it might be a short stream just for the sake of algorithm today. I'm tired and haven't been to sleep yet. So, what's up, Craig?
Yeah, dude.
I haven't been to sleep yet. I'm suffering from insomnia.
Hello?
So, can you hear me, Craig? I guess Mr. Craig is having some technical difficulties.
Hello?
Hi, how are you? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Awesome.
I thought you had a problem then.
Probably lag from my shitty internet connection. But yeah, I haven't slept, so I'm doing some insomnia stuff. So it may be a short stream, maybe only 30 minutes, just for the sake of putting something out and then going live later. Actually, there is something that I can cover without my Twitter because I archived it for myself. And if anybody's familiar with Andrew Torba,
Nope.
he's the founder of Gab.
I don't even know what that is.
It's racist Twitter before Elon bought Twitter. Essentially. Not really, but essentially. That's what they labeled it as. But he released 3 things over the past 48 hours, which I can show people, or we can show.
Go for it.
On stream. I'm only gonna show 2 of them because one of them's kind of weird and creepy. And it's not even creepy. It's just weird it's just weird. Oh, that's gross. This is why I hate. I just got to the bottom of my coffee, and the place I bought the coffee from left the grounds in the bottom of the coffee, which is disgusting. No, it's just Alawine, it's just weird because it's a daycare lookup before people get all weirded out and Snafu starts clipping shit. It's in regards to the Somalia, like who owns it, how much money it's received from the government type shit. Ooh, like you like to drink the grounds? That's crazy. I don't like my coffee pulped. I'm okay with pulped orange juice, but pulped coffee just ugh. But no, it's just weird because like I don't have kids, so a daycare lookup just it's weird to me, and I have no use for it unless people want to look up the Somalian daycares and see how much like actual money they got. We can do that, but I don't know any of them. But we do have the You Fund This program, which is to track the tax dollars, and it goes by state and by branch of the state government, and it shows how much money. Fair enough. But it shows how much money the state government has given people in loans and subsidies, and then you have the H-1B visa real on like it, he points a narrative because he's obviously anti visa, but he actually tracks all these websites actually track the data that they're related to. So I mean that's actually very cool. We can look at them in a few minutes. But no, I don't know. I'd have to think of some goals. Maybe when I wake up tonight, because I am getting tired, we'll do a New Year's goal or a 2026 goal stream. That's actually a very good idea. D. I'm just really fucking bored and having trouble going to sleep, so I thought I'd go live in the morning because I'm just bored. So let's take a look at some of these websites. We'll start with the You Funded This. So this is Andrew Torba's website. All right, it just goes. Oh, I forgot. It just goes over. You can look up federal grants, state grants, SBA loans, PPP loans, and foreign aid. So, small business loans. So let's see. He did make this to mess with the Indians, by the way. Yes, the Somali thing. That's what he created the daycare lookup for, was to see so people can actually go in and see how much money the federal government is giving the Somalis. The You Funded This is to track how much money our government is giving Indians and how easy it is for them to get loans over Americans, and just the sheer amount of money. And it was recently discovered that one of the banks, I forget the name of it, but it's in Texas. They are actually owned and ran by Indians, and they almost exclusively give loans to Indian immigrants and Indians in America. Small business loans and shit. The shit that is coming out in the past few days is fucking crazy. So, but this is the You Funded This. You can go do your own research on it. I will post it both in the Discord later today and here. And like, here's the thing, like, don't just be a hateful douchebag and mess with your local Indian community. Like, you can probably use this to find information on to do what they do for yourself. Like, to be completely honest. Now, if they are in control of like the loan office, like the bank in Texas, you might have difficulty, but you could easily adapt the things that they do for themselves and do it for yourself. And then you've got this one, the H1B visa. fact sheet, and it's got the actual data numbers here for it, the program history and cap changes. It's got his own little. It's got the country of origin. This is what I find telling, right? Because you would expect like it to be more like diverse, right? But like 73% of H-1B visas are from India. Like something don't add up there. Like I expect like a bigger number, like 20 to 30% would be from China or Japan or even like South Korea. Like it doesn't add up because China and South Korea specifically, and then Japan and Taiwan, those are actually the high skilled tech workers that they claim that the H-1B visa program is for. And not just tech, but those are like places where you get the high skilled labor. And then there's a few other places you wouldn't expect, like there's a lot of places in Africa that their upper class either go to school in Europe or America, go back home and then get visas and come over or immigrate over. You don't see that. It's really weird that India is a very prominent place and you look at the boards where this stuff is happening. Like even the Philippines, which was like a former US territory, and we usually maintain a lot of back and forth and diplomatic things with former territories. Like it's only 1%, like 1.5%. The UK, one of our closest allies, is only like 0.9%. So yeah, no, I am a huge proponent of, no pun intended, of isolationism. Good morning, Peace Dynamo.
You're a huge thingy on isolation.
Yeah, I think America and most countries, for that matter, should be isolationist when they have, like, when they're the size of America and they have access and abundance to resources. They should be largely isolationist and look inward. Like we have very few reasons for the type of foreign policy we have, other than international global finance.
Yeah, I wish we had that.
Well, I don't know. I don't know if you're around, Alawine, like, because we've talked about immigration for a long time on the channel, but Ike brought up a very good point, right? About the West being good at assimilating people at one
No, it's not.
time. Well, now it's not, but like previous, like up until about 20, 30 years ago, maybe 40 years ago.
Little
And
over
it was,
30.
but like, it's okay when you've got people that come to the country, contribute, they don't push nepotism, they want to have a family. And we discussed this the other day, right? So that's not a problem. But when you have people like the Indians, they don't appreciate that we need to just look out for us, for us. It's really weird. Like I've been paying attention to Vivek Ramaswamy and what politicians are saying that are of Indian descent, and it's almost like they have animosity for us as citizens here. And that's never a good thing when you have a foreign entrenched power that have an issue with you. But you can come look at the H-1B visas. He even breaks it down by occupation: software developer, systems analyst, computer programmer, management analyst, electrical engineer, accountant, financial, and physician are what it's what the website breaks it down on. It doesn't go into too much detail. Again, he got these up within like 48 hours, but you can look up and specifically see companies that are using H-1B visas, like for like 7-Eleven, like that, when they found that the company 7-Eleven was putting in an H-1B visa request for a fucking cashier type shit. And that's a factual thing that happened. and you can look those up. But he usually just it's a breakdown, a visual breakdown for the biggest stuff. But it does go into detail if you treat it like the search engine he's trying to make it into being for specifically H-1B visas. It's just crazy. Like I don't go ahead.
I was going to say, do you like jokes?
Sure.
I'm just going to send you a link to a little short video on Facebook. It's funny as hell.
Yeah, I'll watch it in private, but I think I'm becoming. I don't know how to say this without sounding like an incredibly bad person and undermining all the growth that I've had. I don't think that it's an immigration and an H-1B problem. I'm starting to think that it's an Indian nepotism problem. And that's what's bothering me. Huh?
I thought Somalians, I think you said the word.
Well, okay, so the daycare scam were Somalians. They ran they're saying $1 trillion scam. I don't know how it's that much, but it's multi-million, at least $1 billion in state aid from like 3 states where Somalis basically
money
ripped off the government and benefits. And then when you look at the other coin about work and labor and taxation, you're looking at the Indians and you see nepotism for small business loans. You're seeing India Pac, which is the same thing as APAC, except for Indians. You're seeing it lobby politicians for, and like the issue, like people will call me racist, obviously, but the issue with APAC and India Pact, and people go, "Oh, he's just mad because they're not white." I mean, that's stupid.
Yeah, but you're not white, are you?
I am a black. No, I'm a white guy. The issue is that pushes ethnic separatism within our nation and culture, right?
Yeah.
And when you have a greater society, and then you have factions of ethnic groups that are like fighting for political control and political gibs, that causes problems within society as a whole.
Yeah.
And none of our politicians seem keen on actually doing anything about it.
It's not nice, is it?
No, because like that's the thing. Not only do importing the third world, what's up, Rocky? How are you doing, good sir? Not only does importing the third world bring their tribal problems here, when you bring all these tribal societies and ethnic societies here and you make them compete with one another,
yeah,
they bring their old tribal conflicts in, and then it creates new tribal conflicts fighting for resources and gives that can and often do lead to violence and even more divisive politics. And that's the problem. That's why I don't like democracy, because you've got the governor of Minnesota like kowtowing to Somalis, like giving them fucking special treatment, and it's fucking crazy. What happens when what happens when the Indians move to Minnesota and they want special treatment? They're already pushing for it in Texas and Ohio. What happens when the small hats move there and want special treatment? It's crazy, and that's the actual issue. It's much less actual racism and much more you cannot. You know the game Cyberpunk, right? You're a gamer.
Yeah.
So Cyberpunk, the game, is based off an old school. I also didn't like it, but it was festive, so I'm also glad the holiday border is gone.
Yeah.
But the game Cyberpunk is based off an old tabletop, right? Not based off. It's its own own unique game, but the idea for like the game world and universe come from an old tabletop, and it was when it was given a description of the lore of the video game, it said part of the reason America and the world fell apart was in special interest groups fighting for political dominance and financial control. Because when you divide everybody up by special interest group, whether it be race, religion, sexual orientation, like, you have to treat citizens equally under the law, like it says in the Constitution, or the whole thing unravels. You can't give special interest groups special treatment. And that's what's happening with Somalis. That's what's happening with Indians. That's what's happening. And that's the larger issue of immigration and like ethnics. And like, if you talk about it, they want to paint you as racist. So
That's their power. Yeah, if they use that as racism constantly, literally, they use the racism card constantly.
Well, see, I've embraced it. Like, I don't mind being called an evil racist. The only part that annoys me about it is when people really do be trying it. And it's funny because they're like, you're a white supremacist. And I'm like, I don't believe in racial supremacy.
Yeah.
I believe that every racial, and even for that matter, every ethnic group has evolved to a specific niche. But that's all they want to say. And then they want to go, oh, it's just trolling. No, dude, you're fucking stupid and wrong. You don't know my arguments. You just want to talk shit.
Yeah.
Right. If I find out that I'm wrong about something, I have no issue reevaluating my beliefs.
Oh yeah. Shit, my wrist.
By the way, anybody who wants to come up is more than welcome. We got Mr. Craig here as the first guest of the day. Welcome, Mr. Craig. If you want to make a comment on anything I'm talking about, or join the discussion with questions, you got it.
As I said, it's all correct until I know anything otherwise. But as far as I'm concerned, I don't know anything about the policies and money and shit like that's going on in the US. So I can't comment.
Fair enough. Well, the UK, and most of the West is going through similar situations. The only really difference is the ethnic groups that we're dealing with. In America, it's the Indians, but in the UK, you guys got the Pakistanis.
Yeah, they're ripping us off left, right, and center, and
they're just Indians who converted to Islam. To be honest, same genetics and everything. To hear them tell it, they're completely different. But
from what I know, there used to be one country until they decided 1947. 1947, they decided to split Pakistan into two. So you got India and Pakistan, split straight down the middle.
Well, Pakistan is literally just India, but Muslim.
I know.
Okay, and then you had East and West Pakistan, and then that further
divided. They actually split in two.
Yeah, that happened. That happened.
7.
Yeah. So you had East and West Pakistan, and then I think it was Western Pakistan that became Bangladesh. So it's just crazy. Fair enough, Joe. You're more than welcome to come up, but it's like, I love when I get called a bigot, right? Because I don't often engage in definition talk, because getting bogged down in the technicalities of the definitions of words is big gay. I do find myself falling for the trap sometimes, because like, I want to educate people, and I think that because I'm retarded and autistic, that everyone is retarded and autistic, so they don't know, and they have that same desire to learn. And then that's how I fall in the trap and wind up doing the little bit of definition talk that I do. But I say that to say this, like, and I meandered and forgot my point. That's crazy. What's up, Miss Cynthia? Oh, it was about being called a bigot, right? So bigot means someone who doesn't accept new information, or is so dogmatic that their viewpoints can't be changed, or they don't accept new information. And I hate being called a bigot, because I love to learn. I love to learn about cultures. Like my homie that I turned into he's even more of a pro-white nationalist than myself at this point, and I'm like, brother, you got to calm down. You got to calm down. You got to calm down. Calm down. Like he gets worked up, and like that was one of the things that made it easier to talk to him about the politics. Was he would notice people calling me a bigot, and then I'd speak a little bit of Arabic or Spanish with somebody, and he'd be like, "Yo, OG, why do the as you call them communists call you a bigot?" I'm like, "Because they're stupid." He's like, "No, no, 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 that's too simple. Why? Like, actually, why?" I said, "Because I'm extremely right wing and traditional, and in their brain, a bigot is just someone who doesn't agree with them on modern progressivism." And then like he started asking me questions about my beliefs and about all this stuff. And he's like, "You're not a bigot. You actually understand and communicate well with people from other cultures and belief systems." And like he kind of gravitated towards my way of thinking, and he got extremely radicalized afterwards. And I'm like, brother, no, calm down, brother. Like I have to reel him in sometimes. I'm like you got to remember, you got good and bad and everything. Calm down. Like, and like sometimes I'll tell him like if I've ever sounded like that, I'm sorry because you are way extreme. D says Joe works. I'm disappointed. If you're a bigot, what does that make me? I don't know, Ashtray. I don't know because like I don't get how the educated people, and it comes to be I seen a post on Twitter where they say the political discourse in America has just been the left pretending to not understand things. And
What on
I'm
earth is
start
going on?
well, I'm
Sorry.
starting to think I'm starting to think that that's the truth. And it's not just the left. It's anybody who who like disagrees with you, they'll pretend that they don't understand what you're saying just because they don't agree with it. And they want to straw man you other than have like an actual discussion, which I find quite annoying. And I think that's what radicalized me the most. It's like, what's the point of even talking to people like that? You know?
Yeah, you can't talk to anyone like that. I tried speaking to someone who's actually Muslim and he didn't give a flying fuck, mate. Some language, but yeah, he doesn't care.
Well, that's why I keep pushing to find new people to talk to, because eventually, as Alex Jones said, you're breaking the conditioning. Eventually, you'll find decent people of these beliefs and backgrounds that want to have the discussion, and the
I'll tell you,
discussion is fun.
there's a lady on YouTube called Candid with Lubna. She's a Pakistani Muslim born in the UK, right? And she's calling out she'd call them bad apples. She's actually calling them out. And all she wants to do is actually build bridges between each other, between us whites and them.
Well,
You know what I mean?
that's the first step, to be honest. That's kind of when I don't know if you watch Flow. What's up, Hornet? Hornet, you can join the chat. Like when we were watching Flow last night, he brought up not him, but and I think some of the people watching was there. When we were watching Flow last night, they were talking about a group that was 764. And as soon as that came up, like alarm bells started ringing in my head from back when I was a actual true blue white nationalist. And I'm like, because most of my time when I was a white nationalist, I kid you not, was fighting other white people because they were literal Satanists and nihilists.
I call them retards.
Well, yeah, I mean, they are retarded, but like that was half of my arguments in fighting was against Satanists that would be like, "Oh man, we gotta kill them because they breathe." Like, have you read Siege and Iron Gates, brother? And I'm like, no, that's retarded. I keep your Satanist pamphlets away from me. And then, like, as soon as I typed it out in chat, I was like, oh shit. Because, like, the guy that he was watching, like, named it by 09A by name. And I'm like, oh man. So
It was Satan.
fuck you, Ashtray. No, like the thing is, Ashtray, these people like 09A and 764, like they target children. They're legitimate terrorists.
Yeah.
Like 09A is a neo-Nazi terrorist organization. They did terrorism in Florida. They basically worship James Mason, who's a fucking pedo.
Ugh.
Yeah, like it's disgusting.
Bro, I hate that word. I really hate that word.
Well, I mean, it's a hateful fucking word.
It is a hateful word, but in Britain, it's actually losing its meaning. It's actually losing its meaning.
Well, that's the thing. That's why I don't like these people. And most of the people that are still like true blue white nationalists,
yeah,
are these people because they won out.
Like calling each other flaming nonsense and pedos. Like really, literally, that's what they're calling each other.
Well, the acceleration is they won out. Like they legitimately won out, and the accelerationists are Satanists. Like there is no separation between them. Like it's fucking crazy. And that's why a lot of the decent folks that were like, I love my people, I want to be a good representative of my people, I want my people to be treated fairly. That's why a lot of them are not white nationalists anymore. It wasn't that they had some great wake up call that loving their people and being pro white was bad. It's they didn't want to be associated with accelerationist Satanists. That's when I started getting flack for having like common sense and not being like I hate them because they breathe and hey guys, there's some good ones. And I started getting flack from people who was like, it's okay to kill kids.
Oh, fuck off! You can't.
I'm like KYS, dude. Fuck off.
Yeah.
Like that's the thing. Like these people are fucking evil. And like the sad part is when you're a political dissident, you become one or the other. You become a radical like that, an accelerationist because you give up hope, or you walk away. And that's part of the plan because a lot of those accelerationists ties back to like Fed groups and whatnot, like federal control, CIs. Like they do the same shit that Epstein did to get not only you in trouble, but to have control over you and be able to blackmail you.
What?
Like,
hello.
And well, the thing is, they do this. Go ahead.
This guy here in the bottom just saying what?
Well, the federal government. This isn't a conspiracy theory. The federal government has a long history of doing this type of shit with political dissidents, whether it's right wing or left wing. So, and it's really fucking sad that people fall for it. It's also disgusting. And like I've been thinking about it since we talked about it on Flows. Like it's crazy. National Socialism has been given a bad name. Craig is not Scandinavian, he is from the UK. It's in Scandinavian means rock. Fair.
Okay.
Still sick, otherwise would hop on. You gotta start eating your burritos with more toppings. That's what made you sick. You didn't have the right topping ratio.
I mean,
I do.
Subways.
I do. I like Subway as well. Hornet, I do hope you get to feeling better though. To be honest.
Get well soon, dude.
But like that's my biggest thing. Like that's why you don't see. And I think for me that happened around 2019, 2020 is when I like kind of turned my back on organized like white nationalism or pro white shit because I noticed the influx of Satanists and people proclaiming accelerationism.
Yeah.
And they were serious about it. It wasn't joking and memes. And I'm just sitting here like, I don't want to be a part of this. I don't like this. This is not caring about your people. This is something that's inherently fucking evil, and you're literally, for whatever reason, wanting to be that character that they paint you as, that caricature of what we believe, and you can go fuck yourself. That's not for me. I remember a conversation with those accelerationists. I was getting called a race traitor and this, that, and the third because they were talking about, kids and, certain terrorist acts. And I'm like, you're talking about kids. And they're like, yeah, but kids grow up to be an adult. And I'm like, yeah, no, fuck off. Because the whole conversation, like I asked them, because I thought that they were trolling. And I asked them, like, you want revolution. Like, you realize that's a lot of killing and fighting. It's a lot of innocent people, a lot of innocent kids. And that's when they pissed me off. And they're like, yeah, I don't care about kids. Fuck that. Kill them all. I'm like, have you ever even been punched in the face? And that's where one of these stupid chuckle fucks talks back to me because, I shot a paintball gun. And I'm like, fuck off. Fuck off. And that's like, that was the final straw for me. That's when I didn't walk away because I have a lot of the viewpoints. But my viewpoints were different anyway, if that's what that shit turned out to be. So if people want to know why, because me and Bumpkin talked about it a little bit on why I personally don't fuck with those people or don't fuck with those organizations anymore. We talked about it when we first started the show a while ago. Landry, I'm not dealing with you today, bud. If you want to have a nice conversation, we can. But if you want to try to interview me or talk about stupid shit, I don't want to deal with it. I'm gonna let you up. What's up, bud?
Well, I guess what does that mean? Like, so what do you mean interview you? What does that even mean?
Dude, you don't need to be a dick.
I'm asking a question, right? I mean,
you're still up. What's up? Is that you, Brave?
Yes, it is.
What's up, my favorite old timer? Well, second favorite. I got Chuck now. I got two of you.
Don't you think that resolution is important?
Oh, I'm sorry. Hold on. I'm sorry.
You good, Brave?
Yeah, got it.
Okay.
How old is Chuck?
I think Chuck. I don't know. I know that Chuck's an old timer like yourself, and y'all are both pretty cool.
Yeah, but I want to know how old he is because I'm gonna say bullshit. He's just a young whippersnapper.
Nah, we call him Father Time.
Yeah, be right back.
Landry, to answer your question, like, I'm like, there is no need for resolution because I have really no issue with you. I just.
But but here's the thing, right? And you don't have to care. The only reason that I care is like when you go live and you sort of put on the like, okay, we're tough and we have all these, we're doing the heated discussion, the heated debate, but it sort of seems like a facade.
Is that you, Hank?
No, it's Hanko Flamo.
Hanko Flamo.
It's a flamingo.
Dude, I don't even know what you're talking about. It sounds like you just want to
talked
have
a lot of
beef
shit.
for the sake of having beef.
You made up stories, you said things that weren't true, and then you sort of withdraw and then you re-enter without being held accountable while we sit here and we talk about all these big brain topics.
I've never once lied about anything.
Okay, so that's where we disagree, right? Because we never had the chance to even go there in the moment, right? So
Landry, I told you I'm not doing this shit with you, dude.
Yeah, I was going to say, I came up because there was just a few people up here, and if it's going to get a panel full of like different directions, I got to go. But I had a few questions, Orthodox, because you were saying some stuff, and I think that you're up to your neck in being able to kind of answer some of the questions. But I was kind of wondering couple of questions.
I hold on one second. I got to mess with you. I cannot tell a lie. I'm Washington, but. I don't know what Landry's issue is with me. I don't particularly care. So, but yeah, no, sure. What's up, Brave?
What do you as me, I'm sick of black people. I don't make any bones about it. 70% of black Americans are psychopaths. But Orthodox, what percentage? Because I have no idea. Hand to God, My first distaste for blacks were 10 years ago. It was purely individual on myself, no organization, looking into nothing. So how many these white nationalists, what are their numbers? Is there a large number of them, or?
One second, Brave. And Landry, I'll bring you back in a minute. Let me engage with Brave, and then I'll bring you back. Is that you, Rocky? Rocky? Well, anyway. Okay, that's you. So, as far as the numbers for white nationalists goes, back in
the crazy ones, are there
the crazy ones?
Yeah, are there crazy ones? Are there crazy ones and sensible ones?
The crazy and insensible ones. So those numbers have skyrocketed since when I began, like my adult life.
Yeah,
it was about maybe 10 to 20%. But as I've gotten older, and when I left back in 2020. It was between about 40 to 50%. Now it's probably the vast majority
of
just insensible kill them because they breathe type nonsense.
Because I was gonna say, I bet you I agree with you on the craziness of them, but God damn it, Orthodox, I'll tell you, man, blacks are talking so goddamn crazy. I think it's kind of a more. Do you think it could be a natural reaction? Or is it something that they perhaps?
No, these guys were about. They were about. I think the radicals and the disaffected people on both black and white. I think they're acting out this way for attention. I think that they are very angry. They're all very crazy. Mm-hmm. Instead of having like a sensible discussion, like, okay, how do we deal with these problems? How do we deal with this interracial violence? How do we deal with these inter-ethnic conflicts within our country? You know, I love my people, you love yours. You get a bunch of just like fucking loser retards who want to do the most evil to each other,
popping caps and going crazy.
Yeah, and it's fucking stupid.
It is. It's pathetic. It's that's why I say it doesn't do anybody any good. Doesn't. But you know what, Orthodox? I'll tell you what. I still say this. Are they all meth heads, or are they working somewhat people that have brains, even though they're mentally ill? I would agree with you.
That's hard to answer because at first about 2014, from about 2013 to 2014, right? Like anybody that was, I hate them because they breathe and just like unhinged. They were like meth heads. You could tell they were like dope headed, just the worst, the bottom of the barrel of white people that were just mad because they were poor and they were addicted to dope. That was the sense for like or they were just outright crazy. But as that portion of the political dissidents grew up until 2020, when I just stopped associating with any organizations, any groups of people, they were just normal young dudes who were angry about the cultural situation and not being able to speak their mind in the censorship. And it got out of hand.
Do you think that getting out of hand was organic, or do you think it was like kind of like pushed along by a little bit of column A, a little bit of column B, right? Because Wheelchair Man, if you're familiar with dissonant politics, especially on the white nationalist part. So yeah, I'm not at all. I don't want to be. Don't get me wrong. I'm just kind of finding out.
I keep forgetting his name. Because I haven't talked about or to these people in years. There was a journalist who was a pro-white white nationalist, and he did a deep dive into the government's use of like Satanist type people and like these worst of the worst to blackmail, to set up sting operations. And again, the government does this not only for white nationalists, but for communists, for leftists.
Oh yeah. Well, hell yeah, man. That's socialism.
That's not a conspiracy theory. They literally do that.
Oh yeah.
They get you a plant. They get a plant where you're fucking up, doing terrible shit, and they come in and they arrest you. They've
done it in every first world country for 200 years. That's just rule by.
It was Eric Stryker. Eric Stryker, Wheelchair Man, did an expose on the links of pro-white Satanism or neo-Nazi Satanism, however you want to word it, to links to the government, and how they also like the quote unquote domestic, if you catch my meaning, how those also have similar links, and those same links also link to like libertarian groups, leftist groups, like from the government, where they just went in and they try to make all these organizations and all these people look bad to maintain the status quo, to make no other third party even reasonable, right? No other third option even reasonable. And there are links there. And that's the thing is, like, they're good as fuck at psyops.
Well, yeah, they've been. I mean, the people that are pulling out the psyops, and they got their think tanks operating on how to develop them, man. I mean, come on, what do you mean they're good as fuck? Hell, they're downright scientific about it. I mean,
no, they've got it perfected from a science to a fucking art form.
Well, yeah, I mean that's what.
And they tailor it. They literally tailor it. They tailor make it for who they're going after.
Yes.
And it works 90% of the time.
Yes. I was writers too, but left because the politics left me. But there's one group that hasn't been able to be caught in their psyop effectively, and that's the gamers. They have not been caught yet in any big psyop, as far as I could tell.
Well, I think you're caught in the psyop of gaming their brains out. What are you talking about?
That's because you're a culture that.
Well, I'm not saying that lightly. Don't get me wrong. I'm saying that's when you spend that much time in front of you need to check yourself.
Like you are right now.
But wait.
Yeah, I'm not in front of a game. I'm an old man retired, and I got all the time in the world to talk about real life issues, sir. I'm not in front of a game with my tongue hanging out, drooling and shit myself because I don't want to get up from the couch.
But so was that the extent of your questions, Briggs? I'm gonna bring Landry back.
Oh yeah, right quick. Orthodox. This is why people get annoyed with me when I say live your life and shut up. Nothing's changing. Just relax. Nobody's changing any of this. And that's why I'm saying that. Right. And the question is this: do you ever see? I mean, you're young. You see what's developing. You look at social media. Do you see a movement where really logical white people really get enough of a momentum to say, "Look, blacks, you're fucking up things, man"? Would you please?
I don't foresee, unfortunately, and I hate to be nihilistic, I don't foresee a situation where logical people of any race are able to overcome this retarded bullshit that psychopaths of all races have put us on, the path they've put us on, because their greed, their desire for more, and their desire for control, I think that
it boils down to who's always had the control of natural resources. But yeah, that's why I say, folks, people think I'm a defeatist. I'm going, shut the fuck up. Nobody's changing any of this. Just for your own individual education, be wise, look around you, perceive properly what's going on, and live your life and love your loved ones. Because, man, who knows because they've got complete control of us. We are powerless, and they are going to take us where they want to take. But I just thanks for the answering the questions there, Orthodox.
No problem. And to add on to that before we move on, like, for a while, I had hope that the intelligent among us, the logical among us, would fix things. Because in my mentality, right, what's good for white people is good for everybody.
Yes.
Because I don't want anything that for myself that I don't actually want for other races and other groups. And
correct.
I want prosperity for all. A rising tide raises all ships. That's part of my mentality.
A lot of white people that can't stand black people that feel exactly the way you do. They just can't. They just don't like them. It has nothing to do with ill will. It's just a behavior. It's just a different behavior, and it's trashed, and it's now trashed, and it's engineered into being trashed. But yeah, that's why I say just live your life, folks. Relax. nobody have fun, and because nobody don't take his shit too serious. It's all a big game, and you don't want to get your soul caught up in it. But I'll talk to you later, Orthodoxo, buddy.
Thank you, Brave. If you go live, I'll probably join you later if you go live today.
I probably will. Even if you're on your stream and you want to come over there and say a few things, feel free to.
I will. And be brave. I second D. You're welcome over here anytime, anytime you want to come over and
I'll probably catch you more often, Orthodox, when you don't have a panel and you're probably the beginning of the show and you're beginning, because I don't want to get I don't like panels. It's just too much ability to resolve things gets lost in it. But at times, if you're up here by yourself just starting out, I'll probably come up more often for about 10-15 minutes, and because you're a smart young man, and a lot of times I like to point out, like, to people that are dreamers, which you say you're not so much a dreamer anymore, because I think people that dream are wasting a lot of their very valuable life on this shit, because man, this stuff has been in momentum for centuries, man. Nobody's stopping it, man.
Yes, you hate being cross-examined because your ideology is weak.
Get out of the way and enjoy it.
I agree. And Garion says we are living in idiocracy. For those of you who haven't seen the movie Idiocracy, I say you should watch it. It is definitely the truth.
It's a fucking banging film.
It is. It is.
And it's funny.
All right, Landry, what's up?
Okay, so here's the other problem, right? Right there, right? So it's like, okay, there's an intellectual dialogue. We want to have intellectual conversations, right? Sometimes there's a difference, right? There's some people who want to sort of chit-chat, but finding the balance is always important. However, pushback, I don't see a lot of here. And it's not just, it doesn't even need to be involved with what you said or I said, he said, the drama, right? It can be with your perspectives, right? But I don't think that you sort of welcome that either. If we can't challenge each other, that's my biggest contention with anybody online, because we should be sharpening the sword, not, all right, you think so too? Me too. You think so too?
I've welcomed criticism and diverse dialogue on my channel since day one.
But don't you think it's like very filtered through one single
no, not at all.
You don't think so?
No.
Okay, so give me your 30-second pitch as to
you know why I don't want to. You know why I don't want to speak to you.
Well, so what if you don't speak to me? Tell me why.
Because you gave my private information out.
No, I didn't. See, that's the lie. That's the lie right there.
That's not a lie.
You won't have the intellectual conversation with me to confirm. That's not a lie.
You did that. You did that. You said you did that.
No, I didn't. Okay, so this is
you received my private information from someone. You passed it along, and then when I had an issue with that, you called me a whiner. I have no reason. I have no reason to have a dialogue with you.
Orthodox,
you've shown me who you are.
If you're sincere, you're welcome.
You've shown me
who did I share your information with?
You said NPC.
Would NPC have gotten it from Snafu?
Snafu didn't have it until after you sent it to NPC.
Who shared it with me?
Beth.
Who shared it with Beth? No, Beth didn't share it with me. It was Ahimsa.
Because Beth asked Ahimsa to.
So if Ahimsa came on panel, what would you say?
I told her that she was lied to because Beth told Ahimsa specifically that I was okay with it. That's irrelevant.
Did any of us make a video about you, like saying, putting it up on the screen?
You shared my private information.
Hold on, but it's different. Dude, you sat there.
Obfuscation will not.
Dude, that's the fucking. You sat there.
You shared my private information. See, I don't want to speak to you. I don't owe you my time.
You sat there with NPC, with my actual fucking real shit on screen, everything on screen, right? You didn't.
It was a reaction to NPC. I can't stop what he does.
No, you were right there. You did it here too. You said you shared. Your direct quote was, "I shared that shit with everybody." It's a direct quote.
Yeah.
Of me before any of this happened.
Sure enough, whatever.
So you did that, right? So you're saying you did the same thing that you're criticizing me of doing with more people. Would I let that go?
Yeah, I shared it with everybody. Sure.
It's your quote.
I reacted.
No, that's a direct quote. When somebody asked you if you shared it with somebody,
on my channel,
I shared it with everybody. Those are your words.
Mm-hmm.
So what's the difference? Was mine not more respectful than yours?
No,
by not putting it on screen, not saying anything about it?
It was the fact that we made peace. It was the fact that I was reacting to NPC, and I even still said it was fucking shitty thing to do. I made the direct question of maybe you obfuscating this is why
That
you
word
have an
doesn't get to
issue with
save
my
you, dude.
perceived race.
Obfuscating isn't a get out of jail free card. You use it like it means something that it doesn't mean.
You were literally obfuscating the point when I used it against you, and you're trying to do so. You're trying to do so now.
See, that is a word that you use to
You're
get out of it.
upset. You're upset.
I called
with
you
me.
out for doing what you did.
You never once called me out. You were a slippery fucking snake, like you are with every person. You sent me $20. You sent me $20 to make peace. I've ignored you since then because I felt shitty about even reacting to it. Yes, you did.
Okay, so you're
you sent me
4 months ago.
Yes, as a peace offering, and I've left you alone.
What do you mean? We've been like just left me alone for what? What do you mean?
Before then, I ignored you. I don't see an issue in fighting. I don't see any reason in fighting with you.
I don't either, dude. I just think you should at least when you talk all tough, right? You're sitting here on the internet. You're having these conversations as though you're sort of someone who can intellectually engage with things that are.
I'm a fat nigga on the internet, like I've always said.
Say that again.
You want to fight. You want to.
I don't want to fight. No, I don't like when people sit here and pretend to be something that they're not, and it's disingenuous. And I don't like whenever somebody can't explain sort of.
Actually, hold on. I'll bring you up in a minute. Actually, what happened was one of Landry's friends, Landry brought up his own father's information, shared it with NPC on stream. Then a few weeks later called NPC a coward, and NPC showed the stream again and said that Landry showed him this and told him it was his father later. That's what he's trying to obfuscate from. Landry showed his own shit on stream. I was reacting to it because I'm a YouTuber and that's what we all do. Landry got my private information from someone and then shared it around. I didn't bring my private information to the internet. I also said it was bullshit. And by the way, the quote that Landry's trying to say of I shared that shit with everyone, I didn't share his dad's information with everyone. I shared the video, NPC's video, my video, with everyone. He's trying to obfuscate and make an issue because he never once actually accepted the olive branch that he himself offered. He's always wanted to fight. He's tried to snake Flo. He's trying to snake me now. I'm not going to deal with this shit.
Well, Landry, while you're listening, I'm always ready for a fight. So you fight me instead.
Listen, dude, I don't want to fight with you. That's the thing.
Then stop messing with me.
I'm not messing with you. I just you've okay. Here's I guess my point, right? I started this off with a very earnest willingness to, and this is where it always starts, where I'm like, okay, let's sort of discuss in a very calm way where it's not heated like it is now, which would be very simple. It'd take 5 minutes. But when
Landry, I don't want to talk to you.
I don't, dude. You don't have to want to talk to me. I'm making this very quick and easy for you. Okay. So
I can make it easy by just booting. I don't seek your attention. I don't want to do. You are though. You're here. You're here. You're bugging.
We have mutual people who support us, and it's important to seek resolution with those who, because we don't have to get along. Listen, I don't.
They don't give a fuck if they don't give a fuck if you and I ever speak again.
It's called class. We don't need to speak. But it's.
Well, I call myself white trash all the time, brother.
All right, so just get on it. All right, so you're not worth taking seriously in the first place, is you're saying?
Okay, cool story.
Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, cool story. Like, why would I engage with you? Why do you want to engage with me, Landry? What benefit? What benefits you out of this interaction, regardless of how it comes out?
Because if it's anybody on this platform, anybody, seriously, any human that exists, if resolution is possible, it's important not for my benefit or your benefit, but just because if we can't make that happen here, we ain't gonna do shit. And if we can't do shit, then we're wasting our time trying to have these fucking conversations about anything meaningful. Because it shows that it's a LARP.
Landry, there's no need for resolution. I'm annoyed that you did something, so I'm staying away from you. I don't hate you.
I'm staying away from. I mean, I'm not. I don't come here often. I'm here to make one point and say, hey, if this, because this is important, right? With these conversations you're having about race and this and that, it's worth having the dialogue, right? But not in the way that we can't at least sponge this shit. Because I mean, it's your words, not mine, right? That you know, also snake, liar, all this shit, sharing my docs. I didn't dox you, dude. You don't even know what a dox is if you think I doxed you.
You shared my private information with people who have a history of sharing private information.
You said
if
you
you don't
said
see,
that
if you don't see the problem, if you don't see the problem with that, you're being malicious and willfully ignorant.
No, dude, that's you. It was you told Beth that it was a non-issue. Well, it's been out. It's been out for a while.
It is a non-issue. The issue is when people are maliciously trying to share it out and cause problems.
Is that what I did?
Bother and annoy people. I don't know why you did it. I know that you shared it to NPC. I know that Snafu said he had it, but didn't post it. But didn't post it on his YouTube until after you shared it to NPC.
I guess this is the point I'm making. We can wrap it up. I mean, you can talk about, you know, black people.
I mean, I could have wrapped it up. I'm showing you I'm good faith because I could have just bounced you out of the studio the first time you said something I disagreed with.
Yeah. Okay, that means you're good faith. If you're good faith, you would, you know, initially, right, when there's a tiny amount of friction, instead of saying, "Oh my God, I can't believe that he's doing this. He's the worst person I've ever met." Just
I don't
sharing posts.
Once someone
like,
acts
look through
in a
your
certain
posts
way,
and tell me you're not a victim.
Once someone acts a certain way, I don't fuck with them.
Once somebody holds you accountable,
how is that holding me accountable?
That's how this all started. I said, okay, you have this statement. I disagree.
Landry, I don't care that
when you're in my live chat and you're freaking the fuck out.
I don't care that you tried to do the streams about me. I don't care about none of that.
What are you even saying, dude? You're
the stream you did on Christmas. I'm not going to keep doing this. The stream you did on Christmas, all the shit.
What does that have anything to do with what I'm saying to you?
I don't care about any.
I don't care about. You don't know how to resolve conflict because you don't stand on your word.
I just don't want to speak to you
because you
have anything to do with
baby
you
Orthodox
because
guy.
You shared my private information.
That has nothing to do with it.
That is exactly it.
If Beth came here, if anyone else came here, you know, you would find some way out of it. You just don't want to be challenged.
My brother in Christ, I make peace with people that I argue with all the time. There are a few people, Snafu, 10th Man, and yourself, that do still fucked up shit. And guess what? I still don't talk to NPC because the fucked up shit he did to you with Duke Pharaoh.
Dude, that has nothing to do with it. That's not why you don't talk to him.
Yes, it is. I have the DMs that can prove it.
I mean, that might have been the catalyst. Right. But I guess
that is literally the only reason I don't talk to him. I have the DMs.
I know you got the DM guy. Show me the DMs. Drop the DMs, the screenshots. None of it matters. I'll say this.
Well, no, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because you're being proven wrong.
What do you mean? Proven wrong about what?
It doesn't matter because you're being proven wrong. You're trying to spin this fucking narrative and you don't have any ground to stand on.
I have a ton of ground to stand on, dude. You've made statements that you can't back up. I said it already. You've said the claim. I shared that shit with everybody. It's hypocritical. You're obviously you have the power here. This is your turf. So I mean,
brother, if I wanted to mod God you, if I wanted to show power, I would have. For one, it's the fucking internet. Nobody has any power. Yeah, I can boot you. I'm literally giving you the opportunity to speak, and I'm talking to you.
You're not giving me anything.
My point here is this, egoism aside. You're here. You're on my channel. You're doing this shit on my channel.
I'm not doing any. I'm winding down. You're still worked up. I'm seeing that this is not really going anywhere.
I've had enough of this. So, you have a good one.
Dude, I did put a link in the back. You can start using on people.
And Craig, thank you. Shut this prick up. Sorry about that, guys.
Dude. I put a link in the back you can use on people if they start talking bullshit.
I'm sorry about that, guys. I really am.
Look, you should really use this, bro. Right? If I share my screen with you, right, you should really use this on people. Play you fucker.
Yeah, if you want to come up, Alawine, you can. Come on up, bud.
You've reached your limit on talking. Shut the fuck up.
No, I don't mind like legitimate critiques, but like back and forth bullshit is just stupid. Being like a culture of critique and just critiquing somebody because you're angry and you just want to is kind of weird. No, we never made it back to the moon yesterday, much like real life. Go ahead, Alamine.
Yeah, I just want to say 3 things. Is Lander still here? Is he in the back still? Or
no, I bounced him because I'm not going to deal with that bullshit.
He's still watching, though. He's still watching. Go ahead and send your message.
Okay. Well, this is my thing, and I'm going to speak on it because I've been here since this bullshit started, and I'm going to be here till it fucking ends because I'm going to be the one to put the end to it, I guess. When you did the reaction on NPC's thing about his dad, I was there in the chat listening and fucking talking. You even said it was fucking bullshit that they did that to him. So he's full of fucking shit on that, for one. And for two, for him to act like a fucking snake and then try to say that you're being a fucking snake, he's a fucking retard. Ask him about why his wife and kids fucking left him. How about that?
No. We're not gonna go like Alawan. I appreciate you having my back. That's something that we're not gonna do on my channel because that's snafu level bullshit. I'm not gonna kick somebody while they're down. I will not be like that. I will not let these people drag me down any further than they already have.
And that's completely fair, and I commend you for it, man. But sometimes sometimes it needs to be fucking done just to piss people off. And you know what? If it takes that to piss people off and get them to shut the fuck up and leave your fucking shit alone for once, then maybe that's what needs to fucking happen sometimes. You know? Shit fucking gets real sometimes in the neighborhood that you live in, and sometimes you either gotta stab a motherfucker or you just gotta walk away from a motherfucker. But today I woke up and chose violence, so fucking stabby stab.
But my thing is, I agree with Pete. I agree with everything up until that last part, Alawine.
I agree with you, and I know you're doing the right thing, and you're being a nicer person, and I commend you for that, my brother. I do. Myself, on the other hand, I'm starting to become more biased and unbiased towards certain things on this place in this platform, and I like it.
There's a lot of shit that I'm sick of. But like, I'm gonna be real. This is what I told Landry, and this is why he keeps coming after me. Landry is upset that he went through a bunch of terrible shit, and nobody on this platform or in real life had his back. I'm going through terrible shit, and at least people offer me kind words. He's jealous and he's angry. In his mind, I'm an evil racist, and I don't deserve any compassion. And he's angry about it.
You're such an evil racist. Yet Hank O'Flame is right next to me, and he's blacker than night. And I like Hank. Hank's a cool dude. I've never had any issues with Hank. That just shows to prove that you're not the evil racist that everybody wants to try to portray you as.
Well, I mean, people just want to talk shit, and I agree with Peace Dynamo, but I don't think Landry was being authentic or genuine. I feel like he's trying to critique because he's mad at me or he's angry.
I think he's trying. This is my synopsis on it, and then I'm gonna hop back down. My synopsis on it is Landry is trying to follow. He's trying to follow Snafu. He's trying to follow fucking a mixture of flow state, and he's trying to follow a mixture of like OTW and them. He's trying to create drama where drama is not available, and he's not good at it.
Well, he's been doing that since he came to the space, and I've tried my best to ignore him.
Yeah, and like I said, man, it's stupid, retarded bullshit But at the same time, it's like it's when people can see and call out the fucking bullshit, and then other people think, "Oh no, you're being a hypocrite. You're being ignorant. You're a hypocrite." No, man, fuck off, dude. Like,
I've even said in the past that I felt bad about going over that shit with his dad.
You were literally on the fucking live stream, dude, saying that this is bullshit what they did to Landry, and you had his fucking back. Dude, I was there the entire fucking show.
There also is a difference. He brought his own shit up.
Yes, he did it to himself.
My shit was shared by people who were former friends.
You thought I had your back.
Yeah, I think he feels bad for it, and he's scared of like repercussions for it.
That's why he wants to make peace, because he in his mind and heart of hearts thinks that he has people coming after him,
and
because of the community. That's not going to happen because we as a community are not built that way. We don't do that stupid shit to people because we know on the other end of it how it fucking feels.
Well,
so it's fucking stupid for him to even act that way when you yourself, as a fucking person and as a man, the night that happened on NPC stream and you fucking reacted to it and quote said your fucking self, Landry, that was fucking dumb of you to try to fucking dox your own self and then say you had no relation to the man. Like, fucking stupid, dude.
I was also very angry at Landry because he was trying to destroy my reputation with others. Well. Me and Landry, it's a different story all the way around because me and Landry has built up a rapport. I've gone to his channel. We've shared laughs and camaraderie. And then I don't know, there's somebody that he beefs with. He shares my private information, not public information. And the thing is, like, I guess he feels bad about it, or he feels some type of way that's not positive, or he feels in the wrong about it because then he wants to talk about it. And the thing is, you use the fact that Snafu, the liar about everything, says he's had it since day one on the scene, but the motherfucker never once posted it on his channel.
Oh, he would have had it. If he would have had it, he would have posted it.
Until after Landry sent it to NPC.
Yeah, exactly. And here's another fun, since we're covering the drama and bullshit.
Kokomo, CJ, wishing you a great 2026 OG. I appreciate it. I use that. And Rocky, by the way, if you would like a Cash App for that 10, because I didn't even read that super chat, I was too busy arguing with him. If you need a Cash App back for that, put your Cash App in the back chat, and I don't mind refunding you for that because I completely did not see that or was not paying attention because I was trying to address Landry. I was trying to treat him like an adult, but I just feel like he was being disingenuous with me the whole time and just wanted
to come get your
tick me. But thank you, Kokomo. I appreciate it.
Don't worry about it.
Awesome. If you deny, the ramifications. People will not give you the credibility or reputation you want. I mean,
and this is my last piece, and then I'll hop back down. So I wanted to also bring to light, since we're on your channel, and I trust you, and I've always trusted you. Be careful, those who are in relationships on YouTube. People like to misconstrue things and send it to their significant others via Facebook, and like to try to start shit with people's marriages and people's fucking relationships. I'm not name dropping names, but I know who did it, and I know who done it, and I already figured it out who done it. So if y'all want to come for me and send messages to my wife on Facebook, make sure you come correct next time with the timestamp.
Yes, and by the way, I'm not on Facebook or LinkedIn.
Exactly. Come at me. Don't go to my wife. Fucking cowards. Anywho, peace, love, and chicken grease. Love y'all.
Peace out,
Be good.
I appreciate you having my back, and I'm sorry that I had to put a cold stop to the way you were defending me. I appreciate it. I ain't trying to knife you by not letting you defend me.
No.
But there's just some levels that I can't allow on my channel, and I'm gonna be honest. In before Landry makes a new stream about me, I'm calling it. I'm calling it. It's gonna happen. Somebody who wants to reconcile, but yet wants to milk the drama as well.
Well,
He wants to be like
you. I deserve the stream, Landry, not God. I deserve the stream.
He'll make a stream because he's gonna try to be like Flo, but Flo can do things a lot better than Landry can because Flo's authentic about shit. He's not a little snake whining bitch ass motherfucker about it. And I respect Flo. That's why.
Battles too. He knows when to pick and choose his battles too. Well, Flo knows how to pick and choose his battles. The thing is,
is someone fucking strangling a cat?
No, that's my cat bitching at me.
Ashtray's got a cat. The thing is,
that's 5.
The only nefarious thing that I've done to Landry is during my review and even on NPCs, while simultaneously saying it's shitty to play this and I don't feel comfortable doing it, I did ask the question that maybe the reason he was going so hard at virtue signaling against my supposed racism is his father allegedly did this. And it was making up. I think that's the most negative thing I've said about Landry. And he's like, he comes to my stream. He comes to the day of my stream and says he wants peace. I'm sorry, I'm doing my Godfather impression. He says he wants peace and reconciliation and all those beautiful things. There's no need. I'm not mad at him. I just don't want to fuck with him.
I don't even know the guy. He sounds like a right prick.
Well, the thing is, I was trying to explain this to him, right? Like, I don't hate 10th Man. I can go on Dusty's and joke around with 10th Man, talk to 10th Man. 10th Man's not going to come here, and I'm not going to go to his stream.
Yeah, Craig, Landry's not so much as a perk as he's more of a clown. So, and I told him this to his face on his own show. So, he knows my opinion of it. But you both invite a game night whenever I start doing those. So.
Based, I will definitely be there. Are we doing D&D?
Don't know yet, but I'm trying to go through all the stuff I already acquired because I need to start accounting for it because I bought the game. These video games for sure. I bought the same game multiple times because they're years apart and I wasn't paying attention. So I need to account for everything I already have first. Then I'll figure out what to do from there.
You do D&D online.
That is awesome. I do. I have a D&D Beyond account. Go ahead.
I have Perfect Draw, so I'll probably see if any site supports that. That way we can play card games without spending our freaking lunch money.
Based. I'm a big proponent of building your own entertainment, like building your own culture. Orthodox Guy, Happy New Year's Eve. From Carney. Thank you, Carney. Happy New Year's Eve, brother. I hope that you are being safe and having a good one. I play D&D because I'm a nerd.
You know what? I'd actually enjoy watching that.
We have been trying. I have a friend named King of Arkansas. We have been trying to do a D&D single shot campaign for like 3 months now. D, I didn't know you played D&D. You were bullying me the last time Arkansas was over here. If I knew so many people played D&D, I would have just said, fuck Arkansas. Love you, Arkansas. I would have just said, fuck Arkansas, and I would have hosted it myself. I didn't know so many people played.
Right, I wouldn't play it because I wouldn't have a flaming clue, but I'd sit there and watch.
Dude, if you use D&D Beyond, it is incredibly easy.
As I said, it confuses the crap out of me. It really does. I've actually sat there in a room and watched some guys play D&D right in front of me on a table.
Welcome back, Rocky. Well, okay. So there's a difference between doing D&D paper and pencil, tabletop, versus using the electronic D&D Beyond. Like D&D Beyond does all your calculations for you and everything. Like you don't have to do all that. Kind of takes the fun out of it because I'm a fucking nerd. But for sure, it's been a long time. I bet you play Magic the Gathering too. I ain't gonna talk shit because I play Magic the Gathering too. Life Gain, Death Touch, Green Deck.
Yeah.
Giant Brown Recluse Spider, best card ever.
And for you guys in the chat and already on the panel, I am British. Yes.
But and for the audience and for everybody here, if you guys want me to make peace with Landry, I'm gonna say there's no need to, because I'm not at war with him. I'm not mad at him.
No, I want you to dominate him.
No, I don't.
Well, you just say that you said that he wanted him to dominate him.
Yes, I want Guy to dominate Landry, like the clown he is.
You dirty git.
That's crazy. I play Magic Band. Okay, everybody in chat and on panel, if you play Magic the Gathering, you don't have what is your favorite deck? You don't have to go into super autistic detail. You can tell me the color and your most basic attack form. Mine, I like to do a green-black life gain death touch deck with spell counters and really, really, really weak creatures that have death touch. Because there is nothing more hilarious than being able to take somebody's immunity away and then play like a god tier card, and my little arachnid spider just puts their feelers on their jugular and tickles them, and they just die no matter what.
Yeah, blue control, Mill.
Oh, I don't like you, Hank. You stay away from me. You stay away from me. I hate mill decks, bro. Oh my god.
You should just put
it's getting perverted, is it?
No, so mill decks. It's not perverted. The only thing worse than a mill deck is a fucking sliver asshole. If you do a sliver hive deck, I will just concede and not fucking play. Now, when I have a sliver deck, it's okay.
But no, from what I'm hearing is sliver dick.
Oh no.
That's what
you
I'm
will
hearing.
lose to me. What is your deck type, Alawine? You did not play Magic the Gathering. D, you definitely should play Magic the Gathering. Whoa. You guys are at war? Damn, let the battle rage. That's what I imagine the marijuana enjoyers, such as myself when I'm high, sound like. Welcome, Freedom Grower. Dominate him like Chuck did Imp. No, I'm not gonna do that. Black red vamps. That's not a bad deck. I like the and I'm pretty sure goblins are only fire, but my best friend, who I call my brother, had a mono fire goblin deck, like a mono red goblin deck that was just fucking gnarly. It was big nasty. Best way to win in Magic is not to play. Actually, the best way to win in Magic is to let the game rage for about 5 or 6 fucking hours and then pull out an Armageddon card and just end the game, and there's nobody as a winner. You just end the game because fuck you, I told you I wanted to quit 2 hours ago and you wouldn't let me. So now the game's over and it's still a draw. And then you do the middle fingers and
you should have surrendered when I gave you the chance.
Well, I tried to surrender. They didn't want me to quit, and I'm just sitting here like, I hope I get this fucking Armageddon. I hope I get this fucking Armageddon. And it took so long, and I finally got it. And when I tapped all my mana, my best friend was like, "You better fucking not." And I'm like, threw that bitch down so fucking fast. Yes, fuck slivers, bro. I hate slivers. I hate slivers so fucking much. Legacy Elf mono green. Is that a token deck? The mono green elves. because the first time I ever played my Magic, and it was being taught to me as a teenager, the older gentleman at the game shop that was like 40 years old and balding played against me with a elf deck that multiplied so many tokens, so quick that when we did the math, all the 1/1 tokens, there was like 9,000 of them. And it's just like, nah, I can't do anything against that. you can't do anything against that. Oh, dude, it's crazy. Yeah, man, puff puff, it's good movie. Keep going down. Oh man. Yeah, no, dude, you can join. Come on, Barowitz. Let me post the link.
You didn't have anything that could attack directly if we could just ignore the weak sauce tokens?
Well, I just started. Like, I had just started playing. It was the very first time I ever played.
Oh, okay. You just didn't have it.
Yeah, I didn't know what to do. I didn't know what I could do. Like, I kept forgetting to tap my mana on my turn.
Oh,
so
okay.
I play two different decks. I play my Elf Ball, which is basically on turn one, I go into an infinite draw because of Gaia's Cradle, fucking the one guy. It's a Gaia's card. I can't remember which the name of it is, but every time you play a green creature, you get to draw a card. So I basically pump out a bunch of mana dorks with Heritage Druid and Neta Sentinel. I can then tap all my Neta Sentinels for 3 and then untap them every time I play a green card. So I can mana ramp enough on turn 1 to flip my entire deck over, which is only like 6 lands and a shit ton of elves, and then one called Craterhoof Behemoth. So what Craterhoof Behemoth does is whenever he comes into play, his power and toughness equals the number of green creature cards that are on the field. So if you're playing an Elf Ball deck with like, I don't know, 20 or 30 creatures in it, he is now a +30/+30. And all other creatures also get +30/+30 and trample. And then I just swarm your face with a bunch. They used to be 1/1s, but now they're like 30/30 on the first turn.
No, dude.
Yeah, I used to play Magic competitively. Like, I used to play in tournaments and Grand Prix and stuff like that. Like, Magic is my go-to thing. But the other deck that I play that everybody hates, I call it Stasis. It's basically, I'm going to play by myself and nobody else is allowed to do anything on their turn.
Yeah, no, I don't like you.
So basically, turn that into
Yu-Gi-Oh! That happened to me.
I've played with a group of guys from the time that my grandmother passed in 2004 that taught me how to play Magic. And my best friend, we call him the Blue Mage because he is the ultimate control freak. He literally, when he's playing at the table, you have to ask his permission to do anything to anybody, because if you do something that does not benefit his interest, he will lock you the fuck down out of your cards and will not let you do anything.
Sounds
Fuck
reasonable.
that. Sounds like he's the public enemy.
Hi.
My best friend.
Is that you, Barowitz? You've been here before. I know your
Oh
voice.
yeah. I just wanted to comment first, so you knew it was like me.
Yeah.
British guy.
Oh, thank you.
I have a lot of friends from the UK.
No,
viewers and people from
British
the
guy.
UK.
I'm British myself.
Mm.
Oh
Yeah,
God!
no,
Now there's 2 of them.
But
No, do you know what?
no,
Oh, sorry. You go. Go ahead, mate.
I'm just saying one last real quick thing, then I'm hopping down. Yeah, OG, I knew we were friends from day one. Now that you said fuck slivers, I too hate slivers, and I agree with you. Fuck the slivers. Fuck them and their bullshit.
No.
Cyclonic-
Again, when I have a sliver deck, they're great. They're awesome. They're okay.
No, fuck you. If you play slivers at all, no, I will destroy you.
Me.
I will run your face over with my
I
little
agree.
hands
Unless
before you
it's
get
me.
those slivers. But
Dude,
I say.
All right, so but before we stop nerding out, I have to get your opinion, right, about slivers. I had that same mentality, and then like one day I was walking by. We were having a game night, and my best friend that I call my brother was at work, and he left his Magic cards out, and his silver deck box was his slivers, right? And we were setting up the game, and like I had walked by it to go take a piss, and I seen it, and that bitch was calling out to me like the Green Goblin mask, bro. It was like, OG, you know you want to. Oh man, it was rough. It was rough. Have you never played slivers? Because like I grabbed that.
I've played slivers. I've played every combination of sliver decks, whether it be EDH, Legacy, or Modern, and I still hate slivers. I hate them with a burning passion of the sun.
Did they ever make a sliver planeswalker?
No, because they can't, because slivers aren't technically a planeswalker creature.
Okay.
They have a five.
I know that they were going wild with planeswalker and just making wacky.
No. So the older cards, they have four. I think it's either 4 or 3 slivers that have all 5 colors: Sliver Queen, Sliver King, and then Sliver Overlord. And basically, they're all 3 of them are fucking broken. When I go up against a sliver deck in EDH, I play Progenitus just so that nothing can touch me or any of my stuff. Because if you're playing slivers, I don't like you already, and I'm gonna try to blow up your board as many times as I possibly can. So I'm playing 5 colors with Progenitus, and then you're just not gonna do anything all game.
Well, the sliver. I'm telling you, the sliver deck box was calling me out was calling me out like Landry, bro. It was calling to me like the Green Goblin mask. It was like, pick me up.
Look up in your free time. Look up Mono Green Elves Legacy. Dude, the combo deck for that is so fucking brutal.
I'm such a consumerist piece of shit. Like I love the samurai cards that for the year. I can't remember. Yeah. And then
Kamigawa, it was like late. It was late. I'm sorry, early 2000s.
Well, so I discovered that they did like vanity packs like that or theme packs, and then like they released a Fallout pack, and I really want a Fallout.
Oh, you're talking about the Secret Lair cards. Secret Lair, they've been doing. They're not legal in like. I think they're legal in like EDH in certain formats, but they're not legal in all the formats because they're not true Magic cards. But the Secret Lair combinations that they've been doing have been fucking wild, dude. They did a SpongeBob one. They just came out with a Yu-Gi-Oh one too. So like Yu-Gi-Oh meets Magic.
Didn't they have an Assassin's Creed one as well?
Yes, Assassin's Creed. Yeah. They did Fallout one. They've done SpongeBob. They've done, I think, My Little Pony at one point in time.
I can't imagine getting bitch smacked with fucking Squidward's clarinet, bruh.
Squidward's clarinet is actually an equipment artifact that you can attach, and it gives the person, I think, +2/+2, and also, I think either Island Walk or one of the other walks where you can bitch smack straight to the face, and the flavor text of it is fucking broke. My favorite card of all time is Last Word, because the Last Word flavor text, basically it's a counter spell and it says you cannot counter me, but the flavor text of it is one day I will be bested, but it will not be by you and it will not be today. And with that, I yield my time and I say au revoir.
That is I had to look up Squidward's clarinet Magic the Gathering card.
Yeah, I do like some of the theme decks that they've done for Magic. They've done Doctor Who as well, I think, which is, if you're a Whovian, you'll love it. But yeah, they're doing a lot.
So I used to like Doctor Who until they did the spin-offs. Like the war between land and sea kind of really pissed me off. Like I don't like that. Like it's annoying.
OG. Spin-offs were shit of Doctor Who, but if you watch Torchwood, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Torchwood. Okay, Torchwood. I don't think I've watched it. I don't think So I know these things, but I'm more of a tourist. Like I do watch them when I get my grubby little hands on them.
Because I would advise don't watch it after Matt Smith, the 11th Doctor.
Yeah, don't go past Tennant.
11.
Fair
Matt
enough.
Smith is 11th Doctor. David Tennant's the 10th.
Mm.
Regenerate twice himself, and then they bring him back in as the 14th Doctor.
Mm.
The only reason I started watching it again.
What are these games you're talking about? Are these like on the internet?
Oh, it's like a British TV sci-fi series.
Yeah, what Doctor Who we were just talking about TV, but Magic the Gathering, it can be on the internet, but traditionally it's a card game played IRL.
Well, when I was growing up, we didn't have a lot of games, but you guys are adults now, right? You know.
Hold on. The Doctor, he's a Time Lord. He can travel in time and space, and he can regenerate himself multiple times. Well, up to meant to be 13 times, but he's a timeless child. So
the early, the late '90s, early 2000s Doctor Who is what I grew up with, and that's the one that I like. The older gentleman, the white hair, like the one you see on all the clips, right? Not the black dude and not the woman, but like the one before those. I don't know which Doctor that is, 'cause I'm not that much of a Doctor Who fan. The episode, one of my favorite episodes, is where he finds Satan literally like trapped in an asteroid.
that's David Tennant.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's the Doctor Who that I like. And then when he's talking to Bob and he's like, "I'm sorry, sir." Like, hey, who turned out the lights? Favorite fucking shit ever.
Yeah.
Did you ever watch the one where they go to a planet full of crystals and there was a creature, a shadow creature?
No, I watched.
That one freaked me out.
The one that freaked me out the most was the I can't remember the name of it, but it was the Hey, who turned out the lights? Like the lore behind those
The library,
shadow
the planet library.
Yeah, the library. He's like, well, these creatures, they only come from dark forests. He's like, oh God, the books.
No. Get it right. It wasn't dark forest, right? They say this is our forest. In other words, they're shadows. They're piranhas of the air. They live in the shadows.
True, but they were talking about the library because
the library is made of a forest. All the books are from a forest.
Yeah, but didn't those creatures in Doctor Who lore, like, aren't they like typically things that are only found in forests?
What Doctor Who said from it, they only mainly live off of roadkill and that sort of thing because they live in the shadows. But because they were born in the forest, the books are made of paper, so they are from the forest.
Yeah, Orthodox was right. Where like because they've cut down the forest and they use the wood for the paper of the books. That's how like they've all come to be in the library because it's like the forest, the books, because paper.
Books are made from trees, Guy.
True. Thank you, anonymous donor. I appreciate that. They say, let's get to the message. It says, Happy New Year. Thank you very much. Happy New Year to you as well. I appreciate the dono.
How good's your laptop, OG?
Huh?
How good's your laptop?
It's a low-end gaming laptop. It's got a integrated graphics card.
I can throw together if you'd like, and you can use Parsec and use the resources from that if you want.
We can talk about it. We can talk about it more. I've got one. So a friend of mine after the fire, sent me a computer, and then my community bought me a desktop the day that computer came through the mail. So I got to send him that one back. And the desktop that I have doesn't have a Wi-Fi card. So and the hotel that I'm staying at.
Dude, my advice to you: instead of having the desktop at the hotel, stick it around a friend of yours, right? Leave it on 24/7. Have it hooked up to the internet, right? Basically the same thing as my brass doing with our laptop. You connect, you put Parsec on it, and you're using the resources of that system to play games via Wi-Fi over to your laptop where you are now.
Well, so I'm not doing that with Parsec, but because the Wi-Fi is probably not.
I'm just suggesting it so that you don't have to have it on, so you don't have to have it with you all the time.
Yeah, well, I doubt that my connection is good enough at the hotel to be able to stream gaming. That is a good idea.
You're basically using the resources of the computer, and you've got a hardline connection at your friend's house.
Yeah. American internet is not good enough for that.
Yeah.
Neither is British. Still do it.
Right.
Why are there so many liberals on the panel? I didn't think there were liberals on the panel, Josh, but you should get your secret agent man ass up here because I want to talk to the homie. We're nerding out. I don't know.
I ain't no
but that is an awesome idea. But I'm letting my best friend, he never gets a break. He's always working. So since I couldn't use the laptop and he's got he's got an Ethernet hardwired connection. I just let him borrow the desktop and play video games. So,
okay. Well, dude, as I said, was that dude.
Yeah, he takes me to the store when he comes and gets me, takes me to the store when I need to go. Like he's my best friend, and he for like the past 5-6 years he's like worked himself to death and would just fucking work 12-hour shifts at the lumber mill and has had like no entertainment, and he just does not believe in spending wasting money on like a PlayStation or something like that. So I just let him borrow I can't use it anyway because it doesn't have a Wi-Fi card. So I just let him borrow the desktop, and he's been playing hella games and he's like happy as hell. So
I was going to say, Orthodox, can I tell you something?
You may.
Thank you. I didn't want to cut you off when you were chatting about magic and stuff. I just didn't want to completely railroad the conversation. But the thing is, I'm glad to see you streaming again and jumped on because I'm around at this time. But I've been waiting to come on for ages to tell you. When I was last on your stream, and that guy that everyone was just saying, "Hey, just step away from the computer. Your life will be fine."
Be brave. Yes.
Yeah. So after I left your stream, Orthodox, I was just finding a few others. I found Be Brave's mate who was streaming, and it was basically just a 5-viewer stream of him watching you and just going, "Oh, this guy, oh, this guy." So I said, "Hey, I was on that stream. Bring me on." I'll have to see if I can find it, but it was just.
Who was it? Who was it?
It was a friend of Be Brave. I think his name was M Raptor or something like that.
I have no idea.
No, I didn't either. It was I just happened to stumble across it, and it was like, he's watching your stream. Let's see.
Are you from West Midlands?
Oh no, I'm from Northwest.
Yeah, I'm from Brighton.
That's crazy. Do you mind sending me the link? It should be in your YouTube history. I'm very curious.
Yeah. I'll try to find it now.
Yeah, I've picked up quite the collection of haters and people that don't like me for my associate. They don't know me, but a lot of people don't like me because of my association with Flo. A lot of people don't like me for my association with Brave, and that's why I've turned a lot of those people that don't like me into good friends and allies. And that's why I was arguing with Landry about not being able to communicate with people, because it's my brother in Christ, I just don't want to deal with you.
Yeah.
Sorry, that guy was it was actually boring me. I was actually falling asleep.
That's when you know why I got mad at Vanta, Craig? The only reason I got mad at Vanta is when I need him here to actually troll somebody and piss somebody off, the motherfucking Somali's off fucking stealing pirate shit. He's never here.
He's a character, he really is.
I love Vanta. Vanta's the homie.
Dude, I've been talking to him on Discord for 2 days in a row. It's such a laugh. It really is.
Oh, dude, Have you sung karaoke with him yet? Like
No.
it's fucking. He
I
gets
don't
weirdly
I'm sorry, I
competitive,
don't do
but it's
karaoke.
fun.
I'm sorry, but I don't do karaoke. But I'm saying, you can have a decent civil conversation with him, but it'd be nice if people didn't cut him off, which really does irritate him. Yeah? He's trying to have a civil conversation with someone, and then some other twat cuts him off, and literally they keep doing it, and he just gets really angry, so he starts to troll. Do you know what I mean?
I do, but Vanta is also quick to cut other people off, and like Vanta doesn't realize that he's doing it, and then so people will get annoyed with him and start doing it back, and then Vanta will notice that they're cutting him off without realizing that he was doing it to them, and then he'll get mad and start trolling, or he'll have some people that fuck with him, and he'll just fucking troll them into oblivion, and I don't blame him for that part. So,
yeah, I was going to say though, it's hard to not cut people off because of, for some people who are on the stream, it might be a bit delayed or it doesn't come through all the way. So sometimes it's not always intentional; it just happens.
Well, that's what I was trying to tell him when him and Angry Casper was talking, because like. Angry Casper does talk and drone, and like I don't not drone on because Angry Casper is my friend. A lot of his stories I like, but a lot of people do find him long-winded, I would say. But I like like 90% of his stories. But the thing with Angry Casper's in New Zealand. That's like a 1 to 5 second delay at any given time. So that's why Casper kept interrupting him, but Vanta and Casper has had beefaroni with each other for quite some time for reasons I don't know. Carney Vanguard, I got haters because of the panels I chill on. Same, brother. I know your feel. I know your pain. And then I've always got people that try, like Landry, that are trying to like intellectually do something, and like try to call me out for like call out culture is kind of gay, but I get it. Josh is here. What's up, Josh?
Crap, sorry, I was on mute. Apologize. What's up, Hank?
Oh, just chilling.
Just chilling?
Just chilling. I actually texted Jack to ask him if he was willing.
I come up here because all these damn hippies. What the hell's the deal?
Yeah, I don't care about the hippies, but
I'm gonna grab some water.
I just texted Jack to ask him to ask Snafu if he's willing to apologize for the terroristic threat. This is a year anniversary since Snafu made his first clearly obvious terroristic threat against me. So hopefully Snafu's willing to heal. Otherwise, you just had to be the rookie and a pony boy, but then till he gets trained back up into an actual man.
Isn't Snafu always like pissed off and going at somebody?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
He also tends to lie a lot.
Yeah.
So he needs to get a notebook and just write stuff down so he can at least be consistent with his lies.
Got it. Anyways.
Yeah, I think I've like interacted with Snafu. If it's the one of it, yeah.
He has a My Little Pony avatar, I think.
Oh, yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, he's bad for lying.
He's the talking horse guy. Yeah.
Yeah, he's Snafu's bad for lying. Yeah.
Yeah, he's not good. He's not good at keeping his facts straight. Not at all.
No, there was the one where he told me about. I was on a panel with him, and it was just like me and him back and forth, and he was telling me about like some of the people he knew, and one of the things he said was like, "Oh, I know like an ex-soldier who was like in the Balkan Wars," and I was like, "Ex-soldier for like which country?" And he was like, "The US," and I was like, "The US they were peacekeepers, but they weren't involved that much." And the big thing was, I went, "Okay, how old is he?" And he went, "Oh, he's 25." And I was like, "He wasn't even born. Wasn't even born."
was that snafu? Was that snafu you're talking about?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Like, just so happened to make a lie up of why you've got someone in the panel who knows what they're talking about.
Maybe it was a time traveler too. That makes sense.
Yeah, maybe.
So he was in the Balkan War or the Balkans War.
Oh, not Snafu directly. He apparently he had a 25-year-old friend who fought in the Balkan Wars, and I was like, okay.
Was this this year, or was it like some years ago?
Oh, Balkan Wars, you're talking like 91, 92.
No. I know the Balkan War. I'm talking about when you talk to Snafu.
Oh yeah, this year.
That's
That was back in
crazy. Because that was before I was born, and I'm like, that's crazy. That's crazy.
That was back in 91, you say, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think like 91, 92.
I was what? Only 6 or 7 years old?
Were you a child soldier in the Balkan War?
Pardon?
Were you a child soldier in the Balkan War?
No, I'm from Brit, but no, I don't even remember it.
Oh,
Okay.
Look, brothers, this too shall pass. We're all just children in the Balkans War, all right? We're all just child soldiers.
Yeah. We were all born and immediately deployed to combat.
Yes.
Like saying.
like we're all Slavs. Our mom is sitting in the stirrups just shooting us out like machine guns, grabbing AK and his helmet.
Oh no, you come out of the womb as a Slav, and it's the opening to Call of Duty 2, where it's one man gets the rifle, the other gets the ammo.
Oh, shit. Your dad's in a commissar uniform shooting any baby that turns around. Oh my god. That's crazy. Oh. You got a dip. All right, Josh, you have a good one. Thank you for coming up. So, like, can't wait for that to get clipped out of context either.
That's my favorite part.
Out of context clips, yes. And out of context evidence that people bring up. That's always beautiful. So
I hate when people do that though. It's the more just looking for like drama than actual points.
Yeah, they went to Lush.
Well, when I was on that stream with Be Brave's friend, like he kept saying, "Oh, just look at the people Orthodox associates with," and I was like, guilt by association, not a thing. You know, just because he hangs out with someone doesn't mean he's guilty of that crime.
Well, who is the guy? For one, who is the guy, and what is he talking? Who is he talking about? Like who I associate with? Because I associate with some damn good people. I think Vanta, Ike, even Flo, for all his faults, are damn good people.
I'm still trying to like find the stream because I can't remember his name, but I just remember like some of the chats we had. But I mean, if it's one of Be Brave's friends, he's not all there, is he?
Is Be Brave's friends? I don't know.
Ready?
I might be getting the name wrong. It was like the guy when I was on last week's stream. Yeah, it was the guy who kept complaining about his online stuff, and everyone was just turn off the computer and walk away.
I say hit that red X if something's triggering you.
That wasn't Be Brave. That wasn't Be Brave. Last time you were on, because I don't remember what show it was the last time you were on.
Yeah,
it could have been. That may have actually been Landry. Actually,
Landry doesn't know Be Brave though.
No, no. Well, he may have been thinking because Be Brave was on earlier.
Yeah, it might not have been Be Brave. I'm thinking of. It's just I've just got the names mixed up, so it might have been Landry.
Because I think I've seen you over on Landry's channel before.
It's something Landry would say.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't know. Go ahead.
No, go on. Sorry.
Landry does have some hidden animosity that whenever he seems opportunistic becomes unhidden. Like with the docs and shit. So I don't know what his deal is, but I just don't associate with certain people. Like I don't associate. I was trying to explain it to him. I don't associate with 10th Man. I don't associate with the two ladies anymore. And I don't associate with him. And I try to point out like the shit with NPC. Like, here's the thing. I find it funny. He got a little pissy because I always say, show me the proof, show me the messages. And I don't like people who show private messages. But it goes to show you that those people are actually afraid to tell the truth and they want to come at you and they want to manipulate what's said and take shit out of context, take conflicts that you've had out of context, but they don't actually want you to prove them wrong. They want to be able to set their narrative and then hold your feet in the fire. Well, if you show DMs, you're a bad person. No, nigga, fuck you. I'm gonna tell the truth.
Yeah, because these people they like to live in their own little bubble and, go on or whatever the following they can.
Accuse you of doing that. Because, like, there was something that, damn, there was an example that I was going to give about Landry, but it just slipped my mind. I've been up for like 24 hours. So y'all gotta excuse me for my brain. And no, I'm not on drugs. I'm just y'all know I had the house fire and all the other shit that's happened the past 2 months, and then being doxxed by Snafu. I say Snafu, but it was Landry who, in my heart of heart, I believe it was Landry who gave it to NPC, and that's how Snafu got it. Because if Snafu had it, we all know Snafu would have ran with it and shown it off. He didn't post it on his channel until after Landry sent it to NPC. It's a weird fucking coincidence. If I'm wrong.
Yeah, no, people like to do that. They'll give doxers to someone else. So if they ever get accused, they go, "It wasn't me. It was, I had nothing to do with it."
Well, the dude NPC is known for doing that type of shit. Like he had an issue with doing that with Resto Chesto. And I'm like, Landry's like, well, NPC asked for it, so I gave it to him. I'm like, why?
Say no next time.
Yeah, you didn't have to do that. And then Snafu posted it, and Snafu's like, I've had it the whole time since day. Like, no, you didn't, you lying motherfucker. If you had it, you would have posted it.
If Gabriel asked you, Landry, to bend over and take it, would you do so? Bend over, get lubed, and take it. Would you do it? Yes or no, Landry?
I'm not gonna talk shit on him because he's gone and not over here, but I'm pretty sure that he's gonna make a stream about me.
Me too. That's why I'm leaving that there for him to respond to.
But
we all want to know.
But I don't know. I'm trying to remember what I was saying because it was directly towards Landry's behavior, but I can't remember it, and I guess it was unimportant. That's just the shit that these people do in this. Like, I'm tired of it. It's all so fucking tiresome. Like they'll dox each other and then be enemies for like a week and a half and then be giggling and laughing. Like, if you do fuck shit, I just don't want to fuck with you. I don't know. And that, like, when I make up my mind not to fuck with you, that stays. That doesn't just go away. I have no idea. Either way. Damn, where'd everybody go?
I'm right here.
What's your take on the me and Landry debacle that happened on stream?
I'm currently having a smoke.
Fair enough. Rocky's back. What's up, Rocky?
Nothing.
Are you cold?
It's kind of cold outside. My Skynet keeps going out.
Everything okay?
Yeah, my hydro went out, so I got to run the generator. Yeah.
Fair. Is it frozen over?
No, bearings went out. I got some new bearings on order.
Based.
Yeah, I'm trying to do some experiments on free energy. And you ever seen a Tesla coil?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen those.
I just
how much you know about physics in general?
I've got a Tesla coil right here. It's just it's a static electricity.
That's actually kind of cool.
They've been hiding free energy from us. I'm trying to reinvent free energy somehow.
Have you seen like the sun? That's usually where most of free energy comes from. Have you seen that?
You can pick it up from the Ethernet, the Ethernet.
You know when there's a thing that causes that. That's called the sun. Have you seen that before?
There's other ways to do it though. There's
but that's the way that's been verified to work for millions of years. So
I have solar panels.
All right.
So
solved.
Well, no. Solar panels aside, right?
Yeah.
I was looking at something, and it made me think of something, right? So instead of actually like solar cells, like the black solar panels, like why don't we take a boiler, one of those sun mirrors, boil the water and spin a turbine like that? Wouldn't that create a more efficient solar energy source?
I don't think it's any more efficient, but it will work for sure. I do the math to check the efficiency. I think it'd be less efficient, but it's more consistent, and we could probably make a battery out of that easier.
Well, with I can't wait to see the solid state batteries, how they work, because that's what the technology industries are what's pushing the price of silver up, and that's got everybody freaking out. It's gonna be awesome. I'm a little devilish. I don't know. Are you sure about that? Because you could pressurize it and it would create the steam.
They do that before. They have done it that way because they use the parabolic mirrors to focus that onto the water tank. So that's been done.
Yeah, and the parabolic mirrors get hot, and they produce a hot fucking beam of light, like hot. So I mean, it's possible. I wonder why it's never like Alawine might be right. Alawine might be right because there's a reason. Either that, or it's hard to do that on a scale that produces power for a house. That could be an issue as well.
No, they do that with solar arrays. I just didn't look it up.
Okay.
I remember seeing it on a science show a while back.
So Hank, since I'm in the mood because like I don't get his animosity towards me. What is you and Landry's beef?
Oh, we don't have one right now. I'm just saying,
okay.
if he wants to beef with me instead, because I mean, Snafu, I could beat him without even waking up. So I need someone a little bit more competent. Otherwise, I just keep playing my games.
Fair enough.
That's why I call him a rookie and pony boy now. I mean, I took over the Keystone Cop crew by force. All his mommies won't help him anymore, which is why he doesn't produce anything right now.
You guys ever play Green Hell?
Green Hell, I played Sons of the Forest, not Green Hell.
It's a sister game to it. Brilliant game. I've never played Sons of the Forest, but I'd love to.
It's fun.
I've watched some parts of it and I've watched people play it, but I've never played it.
I prefer to play tabletop and like Magic the Gathering. Whenever I do group games, those seem more fun. To be honest,
I like my survival games, but my favorite game of all time is ETS2. Euro Truck Sim.
Yeah, you're
I'm back now. Sorry about that.
What were you saying, AG? What were you saying, AG?
He was saying he was back.
Yeah, no, I was talking about you.
Oh, so I've never played a truck sim, right?
If you don't like trucks, you won't enjoy it.
Well,
he was a truck driver.
Yeah, that's what I was getting at. Like, I was a semi truck driver, so I never played Sims, but I was trained on like a $30,000 truck simulator that's similar to your setup, except for it's massive. It's got 3 40-inch screens. You sit in. It's got an actual an actual makeshift cab.
Yeah, they all are. So is mine. That's what I've been trying to get mine built up to. You know, you got the gear shift where you shift between multiple different gears in your half gears and shit like that. Yeah, I've got that.
That is awesome.
I actually have it. It's brilliant.
So have you gotten your setup to where it actually moves and gyrates and vibrates and?
No, not that.
Okay, so because that's what the simulator would do, and I was like fully in the simulator, like driving the truck as if I was on the highway driving, and my instructor was sitting at his computer, and I could hear him starting to laugh, and he fucking took control of because like your instructor can take control of a vehicle or any asset in the simulation, and fuck with you to test your driving skill. This son of a bitch turned into a pothole and started like running under my truck. And like it caused the simulation to glitch out, and to the point my truck flipped up in the air and like landed on the fucking trailer. And I'm just like, what the fuck? I didn't even know what happened. It was like I started getting attacked by fucking like rabid potholes, and then like I was like, what? Like I thought a tornado. I thought a tornado came and got my ass, like got sentient. It was like, come here, boy. Come here, bitch. And like he was laughing. I'm like, what the fuck happened? I hopped out of it because like the simulator started shaking and shit. It scared the fuck out of me. I ain't gonna lie. I said this is about to flip. And
if you ever look at if you ever want to look at it properly, look at Linus Tech Tip.
Okay.
Yeah,
I watch him regularly.
He does Euro Truck Simulator. He does like different tests on different scales of different different stuff that can go with the game. And then it literally just dresses up like a big rig lorry driver and literally just fucking has a full 6 setup. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm gonna be sorry about. I
was going to say, Orthodox, I have seen those the truck cab simulators, and they are like top of the art.
Hold on.
Yeah,
I've got one for you, dude. I've got one for you.
I fucked up my eyes when I was in Job Corps, and for the UK guests, they probably and anybody else don't know what Job Corps is. Job Corps is where poor people go to something like jail to get a trade, and it's a very horrible experience. And I fucked up my eyes, but I was able to get a written, like, write-off, a waiver to be able to drive semis.
Yeah.
Because I have one eye is really bad, and I'm not blind in it. I just can't read letters with it. It's weird. I don't know why it pulls out like that. But when I started getting my trucking license, I really, really wanted to get into my pilot's license. And the same college that the trucking company sent you to do the abbreviated program, the college had like an 8-month and then a fucking 2-month program. The 8-month was their actual truck driving course and instruction. And the 2-month was just what they did to help that trucking company rubber stamp CDLs. Really retarded, really crazy. Because when I was given my CDL, I had driven a semi one time, believe it or not, one time on the highway once. And the thing is, like, I'm glad I'm a capable learner, but that worries me for other people because I can hop on a machine and operate that motherfucker within 15 minutes. Because I'm good that way. But I've seen motherfuckers that can't drive at all.
Oh, gee, do you want to see a sick truck sim?
Yeah. Oh, you got it pulled up?
Yeah. Yeah. This guy, Trucker Tim. That's an actual truck cab turned into a simulator. Yeah?
That's actually cool as fuck.
Let's wait till he goes inside.
So, Craig, with your love of trucks, have you ever actually been able to drive one?
Yes.
Okay.
Not legally though.
Dude, if you ever want to come work in the United States, one of the things that we give visas for that we have a shortage on is actual capable semi drivers. You should definitely come. You should definitely come a few years and do that in the States.
Dude, I want to move to the States. I really do. With the way my country is, I want to leave.
Excellent. Do that.
Yeah, that would be a good idea, and it's a good trade and skill to get into, at least for now. And with your love of trucks, dude, you probably wouldn't have an issue with it.
And in America as well, it's the proper 18-wheelers, the big boys.
Yeah,
I know. I play 18 Wheels of Steel and American Truck Sim.
What's funny is people don't realize, as somebody who was trained on a truck simulator like this, like what we're watching, it does translate into real world skills.
Yeah.
And I was telling the story about fucking my eyes up, right? Because I really, really wanted to get my pilot's license. And unfortunately, there is no waiver for having bad eyesight and get your pilot's license that I know of. Because I wanted to be a commercial pilot, not just a private like Cessna. I think there is waivers for like Cessnas and like your private aircraft, but I wanted to be like a commercial pilot because I love planes. And there was this one place that I went that had an opera, and I can't remember where it is or even where it was because I was a teenager and I've done a lot of drugs since then. But it had a fully functional flight simulator like what you just showed us. but a flight sim. And I wanted to get on that so bad and test it out. And I was waiting my turn all day. And when I got to peek my head in, and the people I was like, all right, OG, it's time to go. And I'm like, you motherfuckers. I wanted to strangle them so bad.
Yeah. Good. I've always wanted to go out in a truck and drive a truck ever since I was a kid.
I joined the Marine Corps and became a truck driver, heavy equipment or
heavy hauler.
It was 3531 heavy vehicle operator. So I learned how to drive in the Marines, but it didn't transfer to civilian life. So I had to go to Kansas City truck driving school and learn how to drive over the road. And I was an over the road truck driver for a few years, and then I took pilot license. I took my pilot flying lessons in Houston. I soloed once and then I quit. I never got my license, but I do know how to fly. My son went to pilot license, tried to get his pilot license, and he quit right before he soloed.
Yeah.
I really want to fly. I like flying like Craig likes trucks.
I got all the videos for I got VHS videos on what they give you to, how to fly, how to stall, and it shows you how to do.
I'm hoping to, once I've got all my bits and pieces I need to finish setting up my.
Do y'all want to hear a funny story?
Go on.
So I never had like a setup growing up like you have, Craig, but I used to play Microsoft Flight Simulator, right? And I've always been edgy, so I set my clock to September. All right, and that's all I'll say. And I try to reenact a certain fucking thing because I thought it would be funny. And like as soon as I got within sight of that shit, it registered what time it was and fucking crashed the game. Like they do not let you reenact historical events in the flight sim.
Shame on you, Microsoft. Shame on you.
Oh, no, there's an old. Oh, sorry. Go on.
Yeah, and just a troll. Since Microsoft owns Minecraft now, you should probably make a video of you doing that reenactment. Just see if they try to stop it again.
Well, I think the reason I think there might be like a legitimate reason why they don't do that, because I think like Microsoft Simulator, I think the software is like legitimately used in actual simulators for flight schools. So I think that might be why they don't let you do that. But I was just playing it on my desktop as a game. Because there's a lot of those simulator games that are actually educational for people going into those trades that a lot of people just treat as games as well. Like I think DC World, the flight simulator, I think that's another actual flight simulator where it's used to educate pilots on the operation of aircraft.
Oh. Yeah, so once I've got a few bits that I want for my sim setup, I'll be going to start streaming again.
Based.
Pardon?
The trucking, the Euro Truck Simulator and the American Truck. I don't know if that's the actual name for the American version.
It's American Truck Simulator.
Well, those truck simulator games, like they're very popular.
Yeah. Well, my game, the one I've got, Euro Truck Sim 2, was its end of life was meant to be 2015. Yeah, but it got so popular, it's still going to this day, right? And there's thousands upon thousands of people still playing it. They've even got a lot more DLCs for it, and packs for it, and mods for it. You name it, they've got it. Yeah, it's literally such a good game, and people are actually doing coding so that they can implement more realism into the game, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, that's actually super cool.
You've got like you saw a Drug Tim thing. You got the dashboard. You got like the speedometer and everything there. Yeah. Well, on his dashboard, the speedometer is actually digital. Yeah, and he's got an old phone with an app that was created for him. Right, people are literally that cab was so old and it literally had the old analog stuff on it. But literally had everything converted to digital in that cab. So people are coding it for him. It's to get it you have to pay for it, but because it was a beta version, what do you call it? They gave it to him for a test run. Euro Truck Simulator themselves want to collab with him.
That is epic.
There is a bit of an older sim, but decent one about the Alaskan truck drivers, and just all the stuff with that is just like, oh.
Well, so believe it or not, like when it comes to flight sims or any simulator, like I prefer the ultra realistic ones. When I say ultra realistic, I don't mean like graphics wise. I mean the ones that let you crash, because we all know that I'm a history nerd. I've said that 1,000,001 times. And one of my favorite games growing up was Janney's World War II aircraft. And it's a really obscure, really well put together, really shitty graphically World War II flight simulator. It doesn't let you control bombers. That's the only thing that I didn't like from that game, because all you could do is identify them and shoot them down.
You like the flying stuff. You ever heard of Barefoot Bandit?
No. Oh yeah. The kid who learned how to fly.
Self-taught in an how was it? It's either an orphanage or a juvenile prison, right? He self-taught himself videos how to fly, reading manuals how to fly them, and the silly little fucker couldn't land the plane, so he crashed it and ran off.
me, literally me. Because
if you ever want to look at that, right? It's brilliant. The story behind it, the whole story of the Barefoot Bandit, right, became legendary in America. Yeah, it is such a good video to watch. If you want to look it up on YouTube, Barefoot Bandit. Yeah, brilliant.
So, do y'all want to see live action footage of me wanting to be a pilot in the FFA?
Go for it.
Yeah, FFA. Yeah, this is live footage of the FFA telling me I can never be a pilot. All right, this is my dreams of flight. All right, I leave the house. You know, I want to be a pilot. That's me dreaming of flying. There's the FFA. You'll never be a pilot. You'll never be a pilot. They're just ruining my dreams. Damn it. I love that. I love that clip so much. But so IL Stormovic has taken the place of Janney's World War II simulator game, right? And like even in Janney's, when I was a kid, I would always crash the plane, like try to crash land, or try to if I got my wing shot off, try to keep from letting my pilot die from a crash. Because in Janney's you couldn't bail out. I mean, you could, but you had to let the AI take over your plane because there was no actual bailout button. So, I would always try to keep my pilot from dying, and I always played realistic airframes. And as a kid, my dad told me never believe what you see on TV or in video games. So I didn't think it was ever possible to land planes in crashes until one day we went to the old folks' home at school to volunteer, and I got to talk to old World War II pilots and veterans. and like I got to hear stories of dudes whose like wings were blown off and they were made at home, or their engine went out and then they fucking crash landed into a field, and I was like elated as a child. I was like, yes, this is awesome.
I just put a link in, dude. I just put a link in the back, not for to play now, because it's like way over an hour long, right? It's the story of the Barefoot Bandit. It's there if you want to watch it, you can. But yeah, it's like over an hour long, so I wouldn't suggest playing it on here. Plus, you'll get probably copyright bollocks. All right.
Well, the thing is, like, the Barefoot Bandit, I loved that story because I was like, that's literally me when I was a kid.
Yeah. No, the thing is, the brilliant thing about the story, brilliant thing about the story is, right? It really goes into detail, right? He never caused any harm to anyone. Yeah, he only stole what he needed, and it was only cash. He did steal someone's credit card to order like flight manuals and stuff like that, and have it physically ordered back to their address, right? And by the time it turned up, and then before the people woke up, he took the package away and used it, right, to learn how to fly. So as I said, brilliant story, and I admit that it's a brilliant story, even though he's a criminal. Yeah.
Oh yeah, the fact that he didn't hurt anybody is awesome in my books.
The funny part of the story is when the police actually finally caught up with him, when they found his tent and all the manual, the bloody whatever stuff, he was already 3 steps ahead of them and then buggered off, right? Or when the heat was getting too close, he would get up in the plane, fly away, and he would go to like I think it was like places like Hawaii and shit like that, right? Or around the country. It was just fun as hell. And then they found out that it was working its way back home. They tried to arrest his mum. They did, which was quite funny. Good. Just the sheriff goes, well, yeah, of course I saw him. I saw him this morning. Of course, he was hungry. I'm going to feed him. What are you going to do about it? They couldn't arrest her because it was her son, and all she was trying to do was feed him. You would do the same, yeah.
Yeah,
he was wanted by the FBI, the state, everyone wanted him, and there was another guy who was with him as well, who I can't remember his name, but it was other bits and pieces. But the reason he's got the name Barefoot Bandit, every time he ran away, he literally had no shoes. They had footprints of him leaving. It's funny. Literally, it's funny. Yeah, as I said, I love the story of it. I will sit there for hours watching that thing.
If you know about Barefoot Bandit, do you know about Sky King?
Sky King, no.
Bieber Russell, no.
Pardon?
I know about Sky King.
Yeah, yeah. What that guy? That's a legend.
Yeah, if you want to post that into the chat, okay. People can watch it whenever they're ready or when they want.
Yeah, sounds.
Are you talking about the video you posted in the back?
Yeah, I didn't want to put it on the thing because, as I said, I don't want you getting striked.
Fair enough. So, I think he only did 8 years. Oh no, he only did 6 years in prison because he was released on parole September 28th, 2016.
His Barefoot Bandit.
Yeah.
I don't know.
No, it was 6 years because it's like in Britain, if you go to, you get like time shaved off.
But my boy Garion sent me a video that I can't play, but it's Top at Science Advances of 2025. Like I really want to play it, but I don't want to get copyright. But this is what OG used to do on the flight sims.
Is that a bloody Spitfire? Looks like a Spitfire.
Spitfire is a single engine. That is a
Yeah.
German close
sorry.
air support. I can't remember exactly the name. But this is what OG used to do, except for instead of bailing out, I would try to land that bitch. It almost never worked.
That's a
no, I think that's a Buffalo.
Spitfire single engine design.
No, that's American because of the star.
Is it?
I think it's like something Thunder.
Oh, it's a Mustang. It's either a
Mustang,
Mustang.
yeah. Thank you.
It's either a Mustang or a I don't know them very well. I don't know the models of planes very well. But like this is what I used to do. This is what I used to do right here. Always try to like crash land. Oh, he just got bitch smacked by the wing. That was funny. Oh, that's not a Mustang.
That's a Hurricane. General style, but yeah, looks like a Hurricane.
I love IL Stormovic because you don't get to play as planes. Like you can drive tanks, and I think you can even fly. I think you can even do ships. Maybe that's just War Thunder, but this right here specifically is what I do. I try to land that shit. Look at him floating. My
dad has actually got someone that actually made it for him, a plane. A Hurricane plane made out of wood, and actually had it all varnished and had all the details for it. No paint on it; it's literally just wood that's varnished. He has. I'll see if I can find a photo of it.
That is actually epic. What's up? What is up, friendo? I can't read that. I am too eepy.
I was going to say though, like, I did fall in love with the like World War II plane stuff. Remember the mission Black Cats in World at War?
Yes.
That stinks. Sorry.
Oh come on, is it really good though? Like for its time.
Oh no, I wasn't saying anything bad. I just farted. I've got to cover it up because the Kurds might get a whiff of it and try and use it in their World War stuff.
But I don't know. I love simulators. I appreciate talking to you guys. Y'all got any final thoughts? I'm gonna bounce out of here. We've been going for 2 hours and 30 minutes. It has been awesome talking to y'all.
I'm quite happy you're in chat.
Yeah, I'll jump off. But Orthodox, just thank you for having me again, mate. I hope you have a lovely New Year's, and hopefully I can join again soon.
You're more than welcome to always hit that link, Burowitz. I enjoy talking to you. You're always respectful and kind. I appreciate that. I hope that you also have a good New Year, a happy New Year, and that you and yours are safe. Mr. Craig, do you got any final thoughts? You're welcome, my friend. All right. Well, Mr. Craig, I wish you a happy New Year, and I hope that you and yours are also safe and sound. And I hope that you get to drive trucks to your heart's content. I'm going to put you in the back so I can do my monologue, and then I'm going to end the show.
Go for it.
Oh, right. Much love, everybody. Again, I'm sorry for that back and forth between me and Landry that kind of took the wind out of the sails for a little bit. Don't know dude's problem. Don't care. I expect to stream about me, but yet I'm the whiner. Let me be frank. I don't give a fuck about the drama. I have real shit going on. I don't care. I'm here to have fun with my audience, to talk about the things I want to talk about. I don't owe you anything. I don't have to speak to you. I don't have to give you time of day. You don't owe me anything. You don't have to speak to me. You don't have to give me time of day. In fact, we don't have to get along. We don't have to like each other. Most people don't like me for retarded shit that don't like me. Fuck off. Only reason it bothers me is you want to take the time to annoy me. So, it is what it is. You know, people don't have to like each other. But for those of you who stayed tuned and you got to hear a little bit about my past, about, you know, the political dissident groups I was in, my experience with dealing with Satanists and accelerationists and how I have a large disdain for them. You got to hear me and Be Brave talk a little craziness, and I think which was fun. I got to talk with the fellas from the UK, which again, I always love talking to people from different places, different walks of life. It's actually awesome. With my political views, you would think that I wouldn't like that, but I like learning. I have a thirst and a hunger for knowledge. It makes me happy to hear about and learn new people. Bearwood says, "Thanks again, Chief. Thank you for the super chat, friend. I appreciate it." Carney, Happy New Year, friend. But I want to say I love you all. I appreciate you all. Thank you for your time. Again, I'm sorry for the distraction, but I will be back later tonight. I'm gonna go first off, I'm gonna go say hey to Brave on his channel. Then I'm gonna go take me a nap. And then I'm gonna stream again because I'm looking for work and streaming because I'm bored. So I love and appreciate all of you. If you have any ideas or topics you'd like to be covered on the stream, you can join the Discord, or you can leave a comment on the video. If you want to have a conversation, like honestly, even if Landry wants a conversation, I will talk to anybody one-on-one. Just leave a comment. More than welcome. I am in the. I don't know if this is still happening, but I talked to Chuck about it, and I talked to Jack Talcott. Him and Jack Talcott had a fight, a spat, and I am going to mediate between those two gentlemen and see if we can find common ground and build bridges. That's kind of one of the things I wanted to venture into before the fire, because I very much pride myself on my ability to build bridges and my morality. It might make me vain, but I do find pride in it. And hopefully I can build that bridge between Jack and Chuck. I'm going to try my best. I think it's going to be an awesome, good conversation between the gentlemen. I think it's going to be awesome. And I like money. I also like money. I also like money. Like I said, I got some artwork for some t-shirts and some general posters and stuff that y'all might like that I'm working on. I'm working on my sci-fi universe. I want to have either a comic or a short story released for you guys in the next 2 or 3 weeks. For those who sent super chats, I appreciate. Thank you very much. For the anonymous people who sent cash apps, thank you very much. I appreciate you guys. I'm working on. I want to do so much, but I have to focus on finding a job for right now because of the house fire. So, most of my time will be devoted towards that, obviously. But I'm going on Be Braves. I'll send you the link in Discord if you want. It's the older gentleman that came up to talk to me without an avatar. Thank you, Garion, for the super sticker. I appreciate it. And speaking, since I brought up the house fire, if you guys would like to donate to help out with the rebuilding efforts on this, I'm going to post the link in chat. When it comes to the house fire then itself, I'm making content out of it, not to make content, but to be transparent with the rebuild. Because if people are going to donate, I want them to know what they're donating for. And I think it's going to be really fun to fix up a living space and show YouTube and the world my handiwork and craftsmanship. I'm not building a house. Like the plan is to get 2 shells that come pre-wired and do everything else, like from the plumbing, rewiring the large appliances, and then putting new plugins in there, doing insulation, and doing some of the woodwork within the house, but mostly it's going to be shells. That's the plan. We might have to build onto it. You guys might actually get to see my carpentry skills. I don't know. It depends on how much we get with the GoFundMe, but that's the type of content I intend on making with that. And it's completely done for transparency purposes, which I personally think is awesome. That's the link if you feel like donating to that. I would very much appreciate that. I have a lot that I want to create and not enough time. So if I don't get to it, I apologize. A lot of the stuff I'm creating, like the artwork and the music and the sci-fi universe, is being done when I have spare time to keep myself from driving myself crazy when I'm not streaming talking to you guys. But I'm trying to fix my days and nights because they got messed up. So I'm going to take a little bit of a nap. I'm tired. Going to go see Be Brave, then take that nap. Going to wake up, going to stream again. I'll see you guys in the evening. Unless there's a bunch of people streaming and I've got a bunch of homies streaming, and then I don't really want to mess up the audience or compete with for the audience because there's only so many eyes anyway. But if nobody's streaming or only a few people are streaming, I'll hop on and we'll do another stream tonight. I'll see you guys either tonight or tomorrow. Y'all have a wonderful day. God bless. Let me grab that Be Brave link from Mr. Craig and I will post it in the chat while the outro video is playing. Love you guys. Y'all have a wonderful time. And again, here's that GoFundMe link if you guys feel like donating. I appreciate you guys. Have a happy new year, and I hope you and yours are safe. God bless you all.
Starlight outlaw, cosmic soldier. Give me space and I'm in a good place. Very serious, mysterious, mind makes right. In for the fight. Starlight outlaw. Starlight outlaw. Starlight outlaw, cosmic soldier. Give me space and I'm in a good place. Very serious, mysterious, I make right. In for the fight. Star